Good evening, everybody. Haven't talked to you for a while. Um, I'm just going to talk just for a little bit about what's going on and what's happening. And I did finally get the van fixed. It's been around 2 weeks, I guess. But I didn't want to say anything till I knew for sure. And what happened was when I first got the van, it had 88,000 miles, and I did the 100,000 mile tune-up, which was a couple $1,000s. But at the time, they put a new thermostat in. Now, I didn't pay attention. I thought there was a new thermostat, but I didn't really pay attention. I just believed my mechanic and said, do whatever it takes to do the maintenance. So he did. Well, finally took it back to him. He finally had time for me, and the thermostat was faulty. Instead of the engine running hot, it was running cold. I don't understand it all. But to make a long story short, the van is fixed, has a new thermostat, and it didn't cost me anything because the thermostat was still under warranty. I hadn't even had, I had this work done like last March or April, and so it was under warranty. Good news. I've cut my hours back at Walmart. Over Christmas, they worked me up front, which they weren't supposed to do. 90% of my time was supposed to be spent in cosmetics where I could sit and get up and, it's an easier job. Doing up front, regular cashier, you're lifting and it can be really bad. So they kept taking me up front every night for at least 3 months, maybe four. And my body just is kind of giving out. And so I had a little incident up front at the cash register. Scared everybody. Scared me too. And so what I've done is I've cut back my hours instead of. I don't even know why I'm working five days a week. I've been working 5 days a week my whole life, so I cut back to 4 days. I'm still at the same 4.5 hours, a night. But my condition is I can't go up front, and if I do go up front, it's no more than 30 minutes at a time. No more of all this other nonsense. And they all understand now that they've seen I just really can't be up there. I physically cannot continue to handle it. So that's all. That's changed. And for the last week, I've been in the back, and they've been pretty good. They keep asking me to go up, but I say no. And so we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But so I've cut back my hours. So that's changed. I'm more and more content being in my van. I just love being in my van. Sorry, guys. I know people don't understand how anyone can live in this small of a space and be content, but truly, I enjoy it. Yeah, there's things about it, that you have to deal with, on a daily basis that aren't pleasant, but what it gives me back in return is so great a value to me that these other things have no importance. I mean, you have to deal with your personal, refuse. That's all I can say. Every day, but it's just not a big deal. And living on the street's not a big deal. Now, I will say, I don't normally sleep very much at night. I want to be aware I don't drink because, and I would love to have a drink at night to relax and go to sleep, but the reality is I want to be alert and aware. If anything strange happens around me, I want to be able to jump in that front seat and be able to drive away. I've got everything prepared for that. And the unfortunate thing is, at night, I don't usually go to sleep till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I will sleep late into the morning simply because I just want to be alert. It's usually when people are out prowling around. Usually after 3, I'm hoping they're going to bed. So you do deal with a lot of things, but the same thing in a house. You don't know when somebody's going to break in. I never liked a big house. It had too many doors on it and too many ways for people to break in. Even in my small little cottage, which one door and 4 windows, somebody still tried to break in through one of the windows while I was there. I saw him. I heard him. I watched him and started yelling at him. So he ran away. But it's just the same to me. It's just better for me. Sorry. I can't wait to change things. I was really determined not to have my bed lengthwise because I really thought that was a waste of space. Now, I didn't want to be like, I think I was determined not to be like everybody else. But the reality is, I think it might be better. And I still have to get the front seat out. I'd like to sell it. Uh, I hadn't thought this woman has this Durango, 2001 Durango with 130,000 miles. I had thought that I would sell my van because I can make money on my van and move into a smaller one. And my son's totally against it. You know, I could do okay in it. But I agree. I need to stay. Just put, and don't change anything other than the inside of my van and just keep going with my van. I just don't like the van payments. It's like rent. I don't like the van payments. I don't like the interest rate. Um, it's just what it is. Just didn't have money to buy a van outright that was in the kind of shape this van was in. 88,000 miles, 2013. I got a really good deal, but it had to be financed. So I'm just talking about, what's going on. So, other than that, I have dental appointments coming up. I have all kinds of things going on, on my days off that keep me busy. But usually Mondays, I'm just so worn out. I usually sleep through most of Monday. And Tuesday, which is today, I start getting a little more active. And this is usually the night I go to work. And now that I'm not going to work, I have 4 days. So by Wednesday, I'm able to get up and move around and do a lot of things. I mean, this year I'll be 75, and I'm feeling it. I'm disgusted that I'm going to be 75. I can't believe it. I don't think any of us realize when time goes by so fast. And you go, I'm going to be 75. This is ridiculous. How can I be 75? Um, yeah, I'm slower, and yeah, I can't do 60% of what I used to could do, but my mind is still there, thinking I'm younger than I am, and I tend to still do things that I shouldn't be doing, and I pay the price. Trust me, I pay the price. But being in a van is comforting. It, I just don't know how to explain it. Most people would never even dream of it, could not exist in it, but there are some of you who can. And if you can't afford to travel, you should. In the van, you should. Um, just, I'm hoping my one bucket list is, I have quite a few sisters that I keep in contact with. Um, and I would like, one bucket list is to go see my sister in Texas. It's going to cost so much money in gas that I'm trying to save up. We'll see. Because, with the dental and all the bill, just trying to pay off my bills and trying to pay off the van. I don't know that it's going to happen this year, but I would love for it to happen. That's for you, Bev. I already told you. I called my sister this week. I called two of my favorite sisters this weekend and talked to both of them. So, um, it's getting the time is getting short, guys. I'd like to do it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. My one sister wants to do Skype, but I like to see people in person, talk and touch and hug and whatever. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's what's going on. I'm just, living my life peacefully, quietly. And once I park the van, I don't normally get out of the van, except maybe to take something to the back because, I crush cans and then they get full and then I move them to the back and, or I need to move something or get paper towels or something. So other than that, it's rare that I ever go outside the van. I just don't. I live inside my van. So I hope that all of you are doing well, and I thank you for watching me. Gee, I have 119 subscribers. I'm thrilled. Um, I hope best for all of you, and I hope you're all doing well. And if you can think about, I always forget to ask you to push the like button. Um, they tell me that's important to grow, but I don't know if I care if I grow or not. I've already told you that. So be good. Have a great life. I'll talk to you later. Camo.